Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, stated Arthur Ashe. We hope through this speech we are able to make you feel more comfortable about high school and keep you more informed.
So the first thing that I want to talk to you all about is to not procrastinate. If you are a procrastinator, then that's fine. You know, if you thrive under pressure, some people do, and that's just who you are, and that's okay. I, as a person who does not thrive under pressure, will inform you that procrastinating is pretty much terrible. This applies more to junior year than it does really to your freshman and sophomore year. You don't really have a whole lot to do. But during junior year, all that work piles on, and it is a lot, especially if you keep pushing past those due dates, because you may not have homework immediately, like due that day, but they'll schedule it out to like September 30th, and before you know it, it's the 29th, and you haven't even looked at that assignment. So try to keep tabs on it. Maybe not work on it every day. Maybe kind of, maybe type a word or two every so often. Then you'll get it done. It'll be done. This really applies to AP Lang, because you have a lot of books to read, and he'll schedule them out like 3 months later, and then before you know it, you just haven't read the book. For example, I did not read Hamlet to the night before it was due, and Hamlet is a very long read. Very long. And I did not sleep, and that was bad, because I like to sleep, and I had to drink 50 ounces of coffee. Don't do that to yourself. So read your books, kids, and do what you got to do. Just don't procrastinate. Try to keep it together, because if you don't procrastinate, junior year will actually go by a whole lot better for you than it did for me. So that's my spiel.
Okay, so the second thing I'm going to talk to you guys today about, just my little tidbit of advice, is just really find something you're passionate about in high school. Whether that's a sport, a club, or elective, just find something that you really, really enjoy. So high school is hard enough with all the homeworks and projects and tests that your teachers assign. And if you're like me, you also have church, and you also do like other like academic things, and like there's so much to do. So I would just find something you really enjoy and just you really like getting forward to that, just like gives you some like happiness throughout the week. Personally, I've tried a lot of different activities. I did basketball for 2 weeks, and it was pretty awful. That was like in 8th grade. My best friend did basketball, and I thought I'd be good at it, but I was awful. I used to have to lie to the coach how well I did because it was so bad. I also did dance team for a couple years. Yeah.
Problematic.
I love studio dance, but dance team just wasn't my favorite. But then something I really thought I'm really passionate about is choir. I absolutely love the community, and I love just all the incredible opportunities I've had. So I'm just really thankful for that. So I just really encourage you guys to find something, whether that is maybe basketball, or whether that's dance, or choir, or baseball, or just a club, or whatever it is. Just really find something you just really enjoy.
Another really important lesson you need to learn in high school, generally in life, is you don't need to care as much about what other people think as you think you should. I mean, it's good to be like nicely dressed and groomed and stuff, but you shouldn't base everything in your life off of what everyone else thinks should be the norm. Because once you think what everyone else thinks of you is the most important thing, it prevents you from having fun. I know for me personally, I'm like an absolutely terrible dancer, and I never dance. Although, dancing is fun. Dancing's really fun, but I never dance because I'm scared of what people will think, because it's so bad. But, you have to just get out there and just dance and have fun. Another part of this is, if you're scared of what people are thinking of you, then you're going to make yourself like those people. And conforming to what other people think you should be is just the opposite of what you're supposed to do, especially if they're not like doing what they should be doing. In Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." But if you don't follow that, the conforming just conforming to society is like a herd mentality, and it just makes everyone bland, and that's no fun. And as the great William Shakespeare said, he said, "To thine own self be true." High school can be difficult and overwhelming. All you have to do is become comfortable. It becomes easy. Everything becomes second nature. Thank you.